how did you do that for so long without totally ripping your throat out?
Well, eventually you do rip your throat out, and I have to say that, and I've talked to other people about screaming and actually given pointers, because one of the things that really helped was, was being a brass player for over 20 years. I was blowing in instruments. I mean, that was my thing in college. I was playing music. I was playing horn with orchestras, and I'd done breathing exercises, I'd done singing, and all that breath work for years and years and years. And I'd actually taught breathing classes on how to breathe for a brass instrument, which really kind of builds up your strength for your vocal cords, because the resistance on a brass instrument, particularly the horn, but not on a trumpet maybe, but on a horn is greater than the vocal cord. So you develop a lot of diaphragmatic support. You make your diaphragm do the work and your lungs do the work. You can actually scream for a lot of hours without hurting your voice. And there were times when I was flying back to Texas and we would scream. We were doing sessions that were, we do 10 to 1, then 2 to 6, and sometimes I'd come in for a 7 to 9 or a 7 to 10 for 12 days straight. Now at the end of that 12 days, I was completely gone. But it also depends on the voice. Screaming as Goku with a clear voice. When I did Shadow the Hedgehog, I did the voice of Black Doom on that video game. That was 14 hours of talking like this. And that will rip your voice up. And I went to a Chinese doctor, my Dr. Ning Ma, who loves to tell me, he loves to tell me that Ashley Judd's one of his clients. He goes, Ashley Judd, she's my patient. And I'm like, that's great, Dr. Ma, I help you with your voice. And he puts needles in my throat, and he gave me a bunch of herbs, and I was better, like, really quick. But when you screaming like Goku, yeah! Doing that, that's easier than that hurts. So it depends on the voice, too. I hope that answers the question.
You did.
Okay.